Hey Capricorn, welcome back to BohoMystic. My name is Marinelli, and today we're doing your August 2025 reading. Yeah, so when you guys were next, I heard slow and steady. And I heard slow and steady wins the race. Yeah. So slow and steady wins the race, Capricorn. You guys are really tenacious and you guys do really well with slow and steady. But I felt like it was more of a warning though, which I wouldn't think it would be for you. Unless, and then you'll see at the end of the meditation why I think we got that. I think that you're going to have I think there's some impatience of you reaching something, getting something. That's what I feel. And you're being told, slow and steady, you're going to get there. Like, don't go against your nature. You got this. You're going to get there step by step, like how you always do. How you always achieve, highly achieve in your life by not cutting corners and doing what you need to do. But I think this is like the, maybe shadowy side to like the devil card. So the first thing I saw in my meditation was an enormous, I wrote down, huge goat just standing there next to a really pretty tree. And it was kind of in silhouette. It was clearly a Capricorn. And then that goat becomes a stag. It actually transformed into a stag now. Now I see its full antlers and he's a stag. Okay, so you are the king of whatever it is that you're doing. You are the stag. You are resplendent. And then behind him, all of a sudden, I see there was a tree. So there's a tree next to him, but behind him there's another tree, and that tree splits right down in the middle. And then there's another tree that splits down the middle. So the tree line behind him starts parting ways for him. But it's also exposing light as it's breaking. So that's the path you're supposed to go down. Now, I don't know if this is a path that you're breaking down yourself. Like, this is the hard work, right? This is the mountain that you're scaling. Or this is your path and it's opening for you, but just bit by bit. Yeah, I don't know. Then it not only is just showing light, it becomes like a portal of light. And then all of a sudden I see this stag standing kind of like in the middle between this broken tree line, halved. I don't know how to explain it. I can't explain it any better than that. But then that portal of light is on the ground and he's standing on top of that light portal. And then he starts going down, and this portal of light, kind of like the earth opens, and then it kind of swallows him up. Like as though you have finally accessed that portal and you've passed the level, you can enter that portal. What I'm going to say next is why I think we're getting this reading today. That portal of light then became like dark. So then I kind of like did a rewind of that last bit of the portal of light being on the ground, and the surroundings then become like dark and red. And it's you again on that portal now of like red light, but you're no longer a stag, you're a goat again, a very large goat. And then you're being absorbed, just like the stag was. And I understood why. I understood what was going on. I viscerally understood, and I'm hoping to explain it. So I really feel like it's the balancing of the light and dark. It's like balancing doesn't end. Even though you reach that portal of light and that tree line was all broken down for you to keep going and kind of created that path for you, juggling desires and base desires, reactions with higher good. Again, balancing doesn't end. Juggling desires and base desires and reactions regarding, like, and choices regarding desires and base desires, with your higher good and higher vibrational actions never ends. You're always balancing that. And I hope that you know that it's something that we all do. We are always constantly balancing, wanting something that may not be the best thing for us versus doing the right thing. I really think this boils down to the work hard, play hard duality. Like a forewarning, or like a little warning, like, hey, in the month of August, really are going to find yourself balancing the work hard, play hard duality. And when I say that, I mean, it's like having that little devil and the little angel on each shoulder, right? And I think that you're going to find yourself juggling that more than you have for a while. Or maybe you feel like you conquered one aspect of maybe certain attachments that you've had before, or certain ways of reacting or expressing yourself, or I don't know, something that you've been trying to be better at doing, and you may start seeing those behaviors or quote unquote habits that you've been trying to sort of like cut out of your life start emerging again. I think that's what it is. And I think that you're going to be like, whoa, I have to rein that back in. I have to, it's like you realizing, oh, okay, this is something I'm always having to keep at the forefront of my mind. Or this is always something I have to balance. Or it's always like you realizing that because you've achieved something or you're about to achieve something, I don't know, it doesn't mean that you're not going to have these normal human desires and setbacks like everybody else. And this is also identifying things in your life that maybe are not the best for you, or identifying areas for improvement in your life or in a relationship. But I really feel like this is more about personal control. Like, this is more about who you are, how you react, what you, maybe dependencies, crutches that you have in your life, and realizing that if you don't keep them in check, they'll emerge again. It's really interesting. Yeah, something like that. This is what it's telling me. I think this is just going to be you having more growth. I mean, you've literally called in that portal. All your hard work created that portal. I feel like this is sort of telling you, and you're going to experience in the month of August, after achieving some great success or something that you really wanted, you're going to realize that your life isn't perfect and you're not perfect because of it. Like, you're still you. The things that held you down, or the things that maybe weren't the best habits, or some decision making skills, still have to be kept in check. And there's still going to have to be, you're still going to have to manage your own desires and keep them in check, even if you are now whatever, X, Y, and Z. Even though you are now like the boss, it doesn't mean that you're still not you. And that you're and that certain personal desires or tendencies will still be present. Yeah, there's something like that, and I can't put my finger on it, but so much. I wanted to tell you this and wanted to just capitalize on what I was feeling so much. I mean, this is the first time I haven't pre-shuffled. So I'm actually going to pre-shuffle now, and I'll be right back. and then we can start your reading. Yeah. Okay. So I'm putting this up because I started doing your pre-shuffle and I got warning and exposed. Fall out of the deck onto the ground, which I had to go grab. I wanted to show you this because it's exactly what I was just saying. And that's why I think I felt the need to say this quickly. Yeah. Okay, well, that's good. That means that you guys and I are in sync and that we are seeing what we need to see. Yeah, that's good, good, good. Okay. I guess I'll finish the pre-shuffle here. Rado, Berkana, yeah, again. It's like you've achieved, right, the road, the journey. Like you arrive somewhere. Again, Berkana is growth. It's new beginning. It's a birth. Oh, this is the weirdest reading, the weirdest way I'm doing this. This is crazy. So again, look at that. She's arriving, right? Or she's going on that trip. It's like you have arrived. Let's do this metaphorically. You have arrived somewhere, like you achieved something. This new job, new position, new love, something that makes you feel really big and powerful and confident and you're happy about, because that goat was proud the first time I saw him, and then it became a stag, and there's nothing more beautiful than and majestic and proud than a stag. It's like you've achieved something, and you know how sometimes we achieve something where then it kind of makes us or lulls us into believing that we are invincible and no longer could be prey to who we were. I don't know if anybody understands what I'm saying. It's like, oh, I'm no longer who I was. I am now this perfect person with a perfect life, with the perfect job, with the perfect love, with the perfect whatever it is. Like, I just got this promotion. I just got this money. I don't know. There's something, right? And then all of a sudden you just feel like you're kind of invincible, and that what things may have sullied the waters in the past will never even reach me now. And unfortunately, when we go there, that is when things start creeping in, because then we're not vigilant of our behavior. We're not vigilant of our judgments. We're not vigilant of our self-talk. We're not vigilant of how we treat others. We're not vigilant of habits that become more habitual. You know, needing a drink becomes needing several. Something like that. The Chariot, and oh my gosh. You guys saw this. That's why I'm keeping the camera rolling. I didn't stop it. I'm showing you the pre-shuffle. The Chariot and the Devil. Balance, attachments. Balance, cords. And it's not that you haven't done the work in the past on these attachments or cords. These things that have potentially maybe too much partying or too something, right? Or just behavior that you're not necessarily proud of. So it's the balancing, right? You balanced. You did all that you had to do to achieve this. I'm getting a word in Spanish called logro. This achievement. You have achieved this achievement, this success. And this is a warning. This is a, hey, that doesn't mean that you'll never come up hardships again, or you'll never come up, or this is carte blanche for you to forget all the hard work and all the hard work you put into yourself, all the hard work that you busted your butt overcoming to get there. Because the moment that you forget any of this is when this starts emerging again, creeping in again. And at first you don't see it. At first you explain it away. At first it's like, oh, okay, but it's okay. And then it can become a bigger problem before you even know it. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles, wealth. Yeah. You've achieved something big. You know, it's you know what I'm thinking of? You may even, like, somebody even won the lottery or something. There's sometimes a sad financial ending to people who win the lottery. It's not me saying it. It's been exposed through several studies, and also, you know, there's a million stories out there. So a lot of people who win the lottery, it's wonderful. It's amazing. It solves all their problems. But there is a part of them that kind of failed to realize it doesn't change who they are. So in the end, if you're not willing to change for your new role, if you're not willing to grow in your new success, emotionally, spiritually, however, your habits and who you are not going to change. There is something like that. We want your legacy to be the 10 of Pentacles at its finest, not your legacy to be a person who achieved something but couldn't hold on to it. And I don't think that's going to be the case, because you've achieved whatever it is that you achieved. The Ace of Discs. Yeah, again, this new beginning that you're starting is phenomenal. This is truly your spiritual team. Oh my gosh. Strife, 5 of Wands. Luxury, which is the 4 of Cups. Oh my goodness. And the Hierophant. Yeah. I think this may actually... this could be an addiction for someone. Because all I'm seeing with the Hierophant is an AA meeting. You know, this is a top deck. The 4 of Cups with luxury here, they do it very well here. It's where the word is, it's like where you're kind of experiencing slothness and gluttony at the same time. It's achieving some kind of riches and some kind of stability, right? The 4. In your heart space. But that also leads to complacency. And I think that's exactly what we're talking about. I think finally I'm able to express it better. I think this is a loving forewarning. In the month of August, I think you may experience a complacency that comes with achieving success regarding your own behaviors. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. All right. I don't think I'm going to keep shuffling this deck because we'll never get through it. So. last pre-shuffle. Cards are super chatty for you guys. It's insane. Okay. Connections guide. Harness the power of networks, cultivate meaningful relationships, and strategize your path to success. It takes a lot of courage and strength to walk into an AA meeting. If this is to do with addictions or seeking help by any professional, I think you absolutely should do it. If we don't have to do this alone, why would we? All right, guys, so let's take a look at some oracle cards for you and see what else we can tease out of this one. I think it's been a really clear message. I'm really grateful to have gotten it, and I'm really grateful to be able to give it to you guys sooner rather than later. So, all right, for Capricorn, for the month of August, what do we need to know, Spirit? Anything else? Maybe this was your reading. The pre-shuffles were your reading. Bottom of the deck, anticipation. Wow. Okay, guys, what's splitting there? I'm going to take a look at that, but upheaval. Okay. What did I say about AA? This anticipation, there's all these chairs being set out with little tables and all these crows in the trees. Wow. I mean, that is literally just in the upheaval. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think this reading is definitely going to be, I mean, it's 100% different from everything else. I don't think we're going to do it so organized. With the 51 upheaval, if you look here, there is a tree that is falling and exposing its roots. It's what I saw in my meditation. One tree being split open and them falling to each side. This is the upheaval. That tree even had a nest of eggs that have fallen. They don't look like they're strewn across the ground or anything. They're fine, but that's the new beginning. It's like this new beginning is safe. It doesn't get hurt. The nest protected it. But they're, whatever these decisions are, or whatever these little things that bring chaos into your everyday world, just be careful, because they could become something bigger. They can create more of a mess of things than you think. I'm also getting with anticipation and those chairs, like I said, looks like an AA meeting. I mean, it literally does. The circle. It's like, you're like, be careful, because you could also be in the spotlight, right? That light. What did I say about that portal? You may be in the spotlight somehow. Maybe in the spotlight somehow. Okay. For Capricorn, please, Spirit. What else do we need to know for August? What else can we tell them? Bottom of the deck, we have Ansus. This is Ansus. What I am doing today is Ansus. It is, you can see the little fortune cookie. It's communication. It's something that's hidden comes to light. It's an unveiling. It's a fortune. It's a warning. It's insight, an epiphany, a revelation of something. And this is exactly what this is. What I am doing is practicing Ansus, in my opinion, right now. This reading is meant to be this for you today. Just to keep in the back of your mind, this is exactly what it's meant to do. Wow. One more from this deck, please, Spirit, for the month of August 2025. Bottom of the deck, we have Roots of Success. Secure your foundation, fostering growth and stability for a thriving journey ahead. Absolutely. Highest good underneath there. Embrace the journey with openness, trusting in the universe to lead you toward your great fulfillment. Yeah. You are succeeding. You are a success. I think that is what makes you kind of take your eye off other areas in your life that you normally keep in check. And I think this is a reading just to tell you, you can do both, you can juggle both. Don't lose yourself in this success, in this fulfillment, and lose sight of the fact that you still have other parts of you that need to be tended to and secured to continue this success. Okay. Oops. Let's get a few of these and see what comes up. Just August, please. Anything else, please, Spirit? Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Discs, the Ace of Pentacles again. That's wonderful. It's this new beginning. It's this new beginning. I think maybe taking all your attention, you have surrendered so much to this flow of this new beginning that you don't realize other parts of you need your attention as well. Underneath that, we have abundance with the Three of Cups. I think this is the quote-unquote parting, the work hard, play hard thing that I was talking about. I think this is, because this is such a celebratory card. It's like you are celebrating your riches, you're celebrating your achievements, you're celebrating your success, but this is what can get out of hand and then affect this. That's what you need to keep an eye on. The Lovers. It can affect your relationships, your interpersonal relationships. What did I say about you being in the spotlight? Like, other people can be watching. Other people can be affected. Yeah. Or even how you end up treating other people in your life due to certain behaviors. But look at this. Look at this. The Six of Wands underneath with victory. I definitely think that this is something that you can manage and something that you can keep an eye out for. So it doesn't have to get to the point where you need to seek resources or seek help regarding these things. If you just have them or have it be brought to the forefront of your mind, right? Because that's balancing who you are. There's no embarrassment there. It's about being the best version of yourself. And there's always a give and take. There's always balancing in our lives. Always. Always. Insight. Oh, what did I say? Yeah, I think that this is well, Ansu's too. This is the insight. I am giving you the insight. I'm not giving you insight. Spirit's giving you insight. The universe literally is giving you insight. It is bringing you here. If you're watching this, you are brought here for a purpose. This is your gift. This is your insight into this is your heads up for the month of August. Manaz, yes. Again, look at this. It's humanity. It's like being, it's the collective consciousness. You know, this is also you. It's yourself in your place in this world too. What it is that you bring to the world, like what parts are you, and what parts are you in the collective whole, and this is what I think you're doing. You are going to have the insight of how to tweak and work on areas that you should work on, and shine your light where you can, but also shine that light on the areas that need to be exposed to yourself. Oh. This is also knowing that there's a community out there that can help you if you need it. You're not alone. You are not alone. Meadow of moments. Bask in the meadow of moments, where presence blossoms in the simplicity of now. That's definitely going inwards. That's meditation. It's finding, it's gaining that insight, that clarity, right? Again, of your place in this world, what you have to offer, who you are, what is your truth? Understanding that everything is a facet of you. Humbling yourself in the light of your successes, and knowing when you need help, when you need to ask for help, when you need to let others in, and also how to treat others. And don't let ego be the first thing through the door. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, guys, 5 of Wands again. Absolutely. But I also think this 5 of Wands, I'm putting it underneath insight. Yeah. It's strife. I think you're going to receive insight. You're going to know. You're going to quickly know in August areas that need improvement, areas that need to be watched. That's more so. Like, these are internal competing desires that you need to keep an eye on. This is an internal struggle that you're going to gain insight on. And if you find yourself having outs or being on the outs with people in your life, you'll quickly know that too. The Wheel of Fortune with Manaz. That's amazing. And this is like a fairground. This is screaming at me to make sure that you're not alone, and make sure that you're reaching out to those that love you, and make sure that you're putting yourself out there and being in community. Like, look at how they're outside at this concert. Could easily be at a fairgrounds too. And it's like, what you need awaits you. The bosom of your community waits you. Like, people love you, and you are protected, and you're also held. That's what I'm getting from this. Finding also where you belong. Allowing yourself to partake in community, in like-minded people, in something. Find that comfort, because that will help you with the 5 of Wands. The Aeon. Oh wow, this is Judgment. Judgment in the Meadow of Moments. I think that you're going to have many moments of judgment. in the month of August. I think you are going to go through a cataloging of who you are now as this new person, as this newly successful, accomplished person, and however you are resonating with that. And you are going to be confronted with areas that you thought were done or didn't need so much vigilance anymore. Or you're going to find yourself behaving in ways that are beneath you. And you're going to lay those in front of you and say, no, that's not who I am. That's not what I want. That's not what I need. I'm better than this. I don't need any of this. And you're going to be your own judge and jury. I strongly feel that. It's like you looking at yourself in the mirror. You cataloging everything. And moving forward. This judgment is being called forward. And you are going to call yourself forward. Oh my gosh, as I literally said that, the Fool. Yeah. You're going to be able to overcome this. This is going to be a new growth period again in your life. I mean, you right now are in flux and you have so much growth everywhere. With the Ace of Pentacles, you are new changes, new beginnings, new everything only trigger, only become a domino effect for more change, more beginnings, new firsts. And I think that you are going to be experiencing first after first after first. It's like, oh, when you thought you made it and everything is great, all of a sudden you're going to have to take a step back and rethink how you're doing things. Just to, it's like taking a temperature of where you are, how you're doing, how you're feeling, what you're doing. Are you doing things the right way? And kind of figuring out, okay, well, that didn't work. Let's try this. Or I've been enjoying or celebrating a little too much. It's time for me to do this. You're willing to take the right steps to correct, to autocorrect. Now, this could also be talking about risk-taking behavior. If you look at them here, at the edge of this building, this with the Judgment card. And again, it's the self-examination that you're going to have to do. Last card, Knight of Discs. Wow. And that's the work in progress, the dedicated employee. Look at that. It's the gourmet chef. It's the person who is becoming an expert in their own right. They are working so diligently. They are never ending, never stopping. They're so committed to their craft. And I think that's going to be you, to be honest. I really do. I think that this is going to be a wake-up call for you in the month of August. I think you're going to work hard, but you're also going to play a little too hard. And I think that you're going to quickly realize and recalibrate and figure it out by the end of August. I hope that this does help. I really, truly feel that it was meant to be given the way it was given. And I think it's truly meant to be out there as soon as possible so that this can help someone. I don't think this is for everyone, but there's definitely someone that needs to see this. So, and I trust that. And that's why I think I was given the message. And I'm honored to have been able to give you the message. So, all right, guys. You guys are amazing. Obviously. Just let's not go 2 steps forward and 5 steps back. No. We can falter. We can go a couple steps back if we have to and redo things. That's fine. That's what we're here to do. But if you can catch yourself and learn from your mistakes potentially, or learn or just have that little tweaking done so that you can catch yourself before that happens, why not? Be smart. Anyway, you're lovely. Till next time. Bye.